All right, we're back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Game number 4 underway. Currently, the score is 2-1 in the favor of our mouse sports player. Spawning in the lower left corner of the map, it is Mouse Vortix. And his opponent in the top right, the guy I thought would so one-sidedly win this series. So I say that with a bit of sarcasm. It is the Red Zerg player, Nerchio. Realistically, though, guys, this is not some sort of PC BS where I'm just trying to make myself sound better by not being negative. But realistically, I don't think there's a bad player in this matchup, not by any means. But I do feel that Nerchio is the stronger player. He's got the stats behind it to prove it. I mean, he's just had a better year than Vortix, in my opinion. Well, not a year, but last 2 years, I should say, more realistically. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Vortix has definitely shown that he's a contender, to say the least. Currently up 2-1. It's not over yet, though. It's a best of 5, and Nerchio can certainly bring this back. But this is his last life, guys. If he loses this game here on Yansu, he's out. He's done for. And ZVZ can be very volatile. Can be very not fun to come back from. Every game we've seen Zergling aggression. Every game we've seen Baneling aggression. And whether Nerchio is the aggressor or the defender, it's not exactly easy or fun to deal with that level of micro, that intensity required to keep a cool head while that's going on. But, yeah, got the... I don't know, I hate this. Just standard stuff. The thing about ZVZ is, until you're at about that 6-minute mark, you can't define precisely what's going on unless someone's making a very obvious move, like not taking a hatchery or going for like a 13 or 10 pull. But a lot of this comes down to gas timings as well. Nerchio is, of course, taking his gas a little bit earlier than that of Vortix. Definitely been favoring the speedlings in this entire series thus far. We'll see if he continues through with it in game number 4. They haven't really failed him per se, but they haven't been what won him his game. The one that he does, of course, have. It's good decision making, tactical engagements, all these wonderful things combined is really what brings you together in ZVZ. And that sounds dumb to say because you're like, what? It's just pretty much A move. Whoever gets the better banelings wins. But that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Not in the slightest. And sometimes in the case of, for example, Bly, we saw earlier today, you can make one small mistake, like running your army up a cliff or up a hill and running into banelings, just lose everything in a heartbeat. So it's not like Vortix is incapable of making mistakes. It's not like Nerchio is going to be perfect either, but yeah, ZVZ can be very, very fickle, and one mistake can cost you a lot, especially if it's a big one like that.
First blood.
But okay, gets to the main scouts. No gases this time. Recognizes his opponent playing gasless. Might be able to actually get away with a speedling all in this time. Does, in fact, pull off of... Or, no, wait, did he? No, doesn't pull off a gas this time. So it may incorporate some banelings with this, too. Vortix is going to take his gases now, a little bit delayed, but speed's already on the way here for Nerchio. He's going to have a huge advantage, a huge timing in which these speedlings are going to be able to run circles around quite literally everything Vortix has. We did see, of course, with speed you can knock down things like natural bases, apparently, if given the opportunity. Of course, I'm referencing back to Belshire Vestige. If you guys missed that game, it's kind of a... That's actually one of the better ZVZs I think I've seen in quite some time. But Spine Car coming down for Vortix, so as well as... Well, he's got queens on the front lines. What's really nice about this, too, is it's an extra queen, so he doesn't have to pull one from the main to choke off this ramp. If it is a speedling all in, yes, it gets a little scary for your natural base, but 2 queens on hold position on a ramp can typically hold it quite well. That being said, Nerchio's not going to be going for the straight-up speedling all-in. It's instead going to invest in the carapace upgrades here as well. So certainly wants to win this game with the early game. You know, whether it's dancing with the Zerglings, dancing with the Banelings. One thing he's going to have going for him is carapace upgrades, which is going to be really nice. That being said, Vortix is investing in a Roach Warren a little bit quick, a little bit early, and his own Evolution Chamber. Now, I don't know if he's going to be going for the same sort of carapace upgrades, but what's really nice for Nerchio is, let's say this attack evens out the game at best. Like, there's not a lot killed, and he doesn't lose too much himself. If you invest in the carapace upgrades, it does transition to the Roaches later on. And looks like he will actually have his eyes... I take all this back. I thought it was going to be the carapace game. But will, in fact, be a Baneling Nest combined with Roach upgrades. So, Nerchio's got his eyes on the mid-game, not the early game, as I had thought. I like his position of the links outside the natural base of Vortix. He knows he's not going to get a lot done. But yeah, Roach is on the way here for Vortix. He's got a couple links coming out, but these are going to be primarily used for Banelings, I imagine, if anything. being chased out of his base. Unfortunately, Nerchio sees the roaches coming and realizes, like, oh crap, I might not have enough to deal with this. And he should probably throw down some spine crawlers. Unless he didn't see this. Did he really not see this? I swear the Zerglings ran right past this. Nerchio, I believe, should have some idea this was coming, but we don't have any spine crawlers coming down. Way too late. Way too late. Oh, God. This is going to be bad. Zerglings are already in the base. Banelings are being morphed into the top of the ramp, but the roaches are at his doorstep. There's not enough spine crawlers. Even if they got to finish, 3 won't cut it. And Vortix moves right on past towards the main. Banelings are going to go off on top of these roaches, but even then, Vortix splits just a little bit, and he just nullifies the damage. Speedling's going to flood in on top of this, and Nerchio, he's got 11 roaches about to pop, plus 1 weapons will finish up, but I don't know if that's going to be enough, and he says, no, it's not. Good game is called, and he's going to have to tap out and take second place. Vortix, ladies and gentlemen, your Mouse Sports Zerg player will win the Christmas Invitational with a 3-1 final score in the finals versus Acer Nerchio. So big congrats to him. Not exactly an uproaring upset. Again, like I said, they were pretty good players to begin with. Small update, Bly 2-0'd Botvnik in the 3rd place match. So Acer boys all walk away here with money. First place, €125 plus CM Storm hardware plus SC2 Collector's Edition goes to Vortix. Looks like second place gets €75 plus all the gear plus the Collector's Edition. And third place is just €50 and a CM Storm hardware kit. I don't know what the hardware is, guys. It literally just says hardware. But either way, congrats to Bly, Nerchio, and more importantly, Vortix on his victory today. Participating in this, they actually managed to knock out the Koreans. Ended up being a European-only tournament for the most part. So pretty cool in that regard, I guess. What I'm going to do is run some ads here real quick while I get the subscriber list pulled up, while I take some time to go place that order. We'll do subscriber shoutouts when we get back, and all that good stuff. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching today, and we'll see you again in a little bit.